a conversation the other night about basically what do what does another country think about this country and vice versa. So if you don't know already, I'm Nigerian, and but I'm like the Americanized Nigerian who's been back home, but like I wasn't raised or born there. So I had a friend of mine, real dope conversation we had with KOC Go. You'll see him on the show at some point in the future. We were having a conversation amongst a table of other friends, and it was me and one other guy. I apologize if I can't remember your name, sir, but he's Nigerian as well, and he's the opposite of me. So he was born in Nigeria and he came to America. Now, um, as far as I could tell you, just from my own experience, as far as like Nigerians who were born in Nigeria and come to America, I was telling the fellow Nigerian that I was sitting with and conversating with that obviously, bro, you know that me being an Americanized Nigerian, I get slander for not being born there or being the one that knows everything about Nigeria because I was raised here and I was born in Canada. And he's like, "Yeah, bro, I already know. Like you get the you get, you know, the part of the stick just like black Americans." And then we got on the topic of like what do black Americans think about what do black Americans think about Africans? And this is a thing I hate because like we all like black American, like not even black Americans, just Americans in general are like kind of ignorant to that uh that whole entire thought process of the word African, because Africa, as I was trying to explain last night, is a continent, aka continent and or country that is made up of 52 did I say countries? I'm sorry. It's a continent that is made up of 52 countries. When you say African, excuse me, can mean anything. There are so many countries. There are so many countries in Africa, and when you say African, that could mean anything. There's Egyptians. There's Somalians. There's Ghanaians. There's Kenyan people. There's Nigerians. There's South African people. These are all different types of Africans. And I was trying to a certain extent explain that last night because we were getting on the conversation of, like I said, uh talking about black Americans and what they think about Africans versus Africans and what they think about black Americans. I mean, and that and the whole thought process or the ignorance of Africans, or the way the way a Nigerian thinks about black American people, or the way a Kenyan thinks about black American people, the way a Cameroonian thinks about black American people. um universally, most Africans have a very ignorant thought process of Americans. They think they're lazy. Americans and or black Americans, they think they're lazy. They think they don't take Africans think that black Americans don't take seas of opportunities that America as a country gives to black Americans. But it's like when you dig a little deeper, and those over there are those from from said countries in Africa that come here. And as long as there's respect on both sides, that's all I care about. On both sides, like I just think we need to learn to dig deeper into each other's culture at the end of the day. You know, I mean, you're not we're none of us are gonna none of us, no black American, no African who comes from back home and comes to settle here, we're not going to win the war. The war is not against each other. It's about de-escalating that trope of ignorance that was put upon our minds. Both of it, both Black Americans and Africans from from Africa. And it's just a thing of understanding. I feel like as long as that is something that we can all just like continue to embark on, it can only get greater. The build to understanding and wanting to know more can only build something a greater echelon, man. So let's get started with the show. And forget my monologue. I was just doing that because like I thought it was an interesting thing. So